Hello guys, how are you? This is a video about airbrushes. Now I have a bit of an idea and I accept that it might be a bit controversial. However, I am making my own judgment about it. And why I'm saying this? As you all know, my good friend Mark, hello Mark, how are you? Gave me a few years ago this wonderful Neo from Hiawatha. Very good at a brush, a workhorse. It just, everything you throw at it, it can handle it. And personally, after that I bought an Harden Steenbeck Evolution 2-in-1. Fantastic. However, I was contacted by a company called Bartsharp. Bartsharp asked me if I wanted to use their airbrushes. Now they were very honest on their approach, saying, I don't know which kind of airbrush you use, but I am asking you if you are willing to use our airbrushes. And I said, okay, let's just try and see where this is going, where I can get it, where I can get to. Sorry. So they sent me these 3 airbrushes. Now, they never told me what to say about those. And why am I talking about airbrushes now? I placed on my community tab on YouTube a question. Which airbrush do you use? And it's still there if you want to check it out. And most said, okay, I use a Neo, I use a Pasha, I use an Harden Steenbeck. Some said, yes, I use a Bartsharp. But I got a lot of private messages saying, Alex, one, I still don't have an airbrush and don't have money enough to buy one of those Formula One airbrushes. And I wanted to know if cheaper airbrushes are an option. Well, as you know, I started my channel on those 15 and 20 euros, $18 airbrushes. That was my start. I start doing my work, and the work I have, I miss more today. Those crazy videos I used to do with all the copyrighted music and all that, with a cheaper airbrush. So I thought that I should do this, and the timing of Bartsharp sending me these was perfect. Was absolutely perfect. So I am going to talk about you on each one of these Bartsharp airbrushes, and after that you judge it by yourself. Also, I'm going to use this to paint and camouflage this. This is the 148 new tooling Spitfire. Okay, so what better test than to use one of these or these on a very good and recent kit by Tamiya. They will be on the video build, so I will be able to do a better judgment of these 3, if they are all good or there's one that it's not as good as I told you. They never told me what to say. They sent me those and told me, let's see if you can adapt to it. If so, we are glad. So I am being truly honest. If I enjoyed this experience, yes, I will be able to use one of these. So and to just for a while not use those high-end airbrushes, just to make a comparison of it for you guys that don't have enough money to buy one of those top-end airbrushes. Here it goes. This is the Bartsharp 133 Dual Action Siphon Feed. Dual Action Siphon Feed airbrush. It can be fitted with a 0.2 or 0.5 millimeter needle or nozzle. I am not used to use these. These kind of resemble itself those Pasha airbrushes, you know. It has this 22 cc's paint jar. It has a real rear needle. Let me just rear needle adjust here. Screw. They offer 1 year guarantee on this one. This is a traditional pen style airbrush with dual action and siphon feed. By dual action, you push down on the trigger for air and pull back on the trigger to release the paint. That's the dual action movement. It comes fitted with a quality 0.3 needle and needle nozzle and cap. And this setup is for medium detail spraying and will allow you to create hairline spray up to a width of approximately 28 millimeters. It can also be fitted, as I told you, with a 0.2 millimeter needle nozzle set for finer lines or a bit more detailed work. Now this is the Bartsharp Airbrush, Bartsharp 180. The 180 comes with a pen style again, dual action. By dual action, again I repeat it, is when you press down and you have 2 actions to do in order for you to choose the amount of paint you want to let go. Dual action gravity top feed airbrush. It's fitted with a 0.2 millimeter needle and nozzle set. And when you want to create very fine detail, Bartsharp tells me that this is the most commonly used by those wanting to create that kind of artistic work. When you want to do some paneling, some detailing, you know, when we are all modeling, it's all about precision. It has a needle adjust screw here. Another advantage of this airbrush is the micro air control valve situated here under the front of the airbrush, which gives fingertip control over the volume of air passing to the airbrush needle and nozzle. This allows for creation of paint effects such as stippling, weathering, when you want to do those very thin panel lines, or pole shading, or even that smoke mark on the fuselage, and you don't want it to overreact, to be very thin. You want to work it very thin and start building it. You just adapt it here, and it makes, if this one allows a thin line, doing this makes it even thinner. Okay? More control on the airbrush. This one has a 1-88 SP male hair inlet. Okay? Being 1/8 is approximately 9.35, if I'm not mistaken, millimeters diameter, and BSP stands for British Standard Pipe, type and pitch of thread. Okay, BSP is the most common thread type used on airbrushing. Okay, and it is a British measurement unit on these babies here. This paint cup has approximately 9 cc's. 9 cc's of paint, that is a very large amount of paint. It's not unscrewable here, it's just part of the metal. It is a beautiful. I have already disassembled this one. That's this gap here. I want to analyze this one. I don't want to ruin, as you see here, and I want to do some videos just disassembling this and assembling it, but all in due time. And it is a very attractive design, very usual type of airbrush. So this one here is the Bartsharp, the airbrush Bartsharp 180, okay? And this is the Bartsharp Airbrush 186. The Bartsharp 186, again, as all style of airbrushes here, is a pen style airbrush. This Bartsharp 186 airbrush also incorporates a new brand of nozzles and nozzle cap design. The nozzles are of a larger physical size, whilst retaining the same inner dimensions, 0.2, 0.5, 0.3, and also 0.8 millimeters. Okay, let me show you just this carefully. Here it is. These new nozzles are a complete change from the standard design, making nozzle change and airbrush cleaning a breeze. As you can see, they are made in order for you to keep the same, according to airbrush, Bartsharp Airbrush. I haven't tested those yet. As I told you, I am going to, I intend to. But according to them, these are made to keeping the measurement of the needle, but at the same time to make you your life easier when cleaning the airbrush. Okay, so again, with a lot of care, let me just attach this. These new design nozzles also have a Teflon bush, which prevents paint from escaping from behind the nozzle, and it also impervious to highly aggressive paints. As you can see here, one of the advantages is when you have a small fiddling that I have, on my H&S Hardener Steenbeck, I have a very small and then sometimes fiddly super small nozzle. So this makes it a bit easier, but in time and when testing it, I will share it with you guys if this is worth it or not. Also, the Bartsharp, this one comes equipped with a quality 0.3 millimeter needle. As you can see, going to remove this. Here, which I intend to make it a bit better, to polish it a bit better. As you know, you should always polish a bit the needle of your airbrushes, okay? I'll maybe do a video more ahead how to prepare these airbrushes. Each time you clean an airbrush, you should do that. After cleaning it, you should use some polish compound from Tamiya, for instance, and polish it. But more ahead, I will share with you my way on doing this. It can also be fit with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle or nozzle set, and 0.5 or 0.8, and comes with these 3 fully interchangeable cups. First of all, the 2 cc's, the 5 cc with push lid, and the 13 cc's with a push lid also. The air inlet of this is 1-8 BSP, as I told you, which is the most regularly used size for airbrushes and air hoses alike. And BSP again stands for British Standard Pipe, which describes the thread pitch, whilst 1/8 is equal to 9.35 millimeters approximately. So this one is also equipped with a mag valve. I told you previously, on your fingertip you have a bit more of accuracy, and needle adjust screw here on the back. So you can choose whether you want according to your amount of paint, and you can choose between these and these. And this, my friends, is the Bartsharp 186 airbrush, and I will also test it because I really want to know how these will perform. One thing that Bartsharp Airbrush company has is 1-year warranty. You can email them and they can send you immediately a new needle or new replacement parts, O-rings, you name it. Okay, extra needle sets, needle nozzles, I am going to use these during a few days, and then we'll get back to you in order to give you my full honest opinion, because to be sincere, to be quite honest, they never told me what to say. By the contrary, they sent me these and they told me, if you like these, if you can adapt to these and you want to, then we will be very pleased with that. So I will check each and single one, okay? This is it, guys. This is it. To answer to some of you who told me, Alex, I don't have still a Formula 1, a top-notch airbrush. I don't have money to buy one. I am searching for one, but not as expensive as, at least on a range of quality. I will put the link in the description below, okay? So you guys can actually go to Bartsharp site and check it out. If, I don't know, if you're looking for one and you want to buy one, or if the prices are too expensive for you, well, I am sorry. This is just a suggestion based on what they sent me, of course. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, click subscribe if you want, and I will see you in the next days with some very honest reviews of these, painting again and working on this Tamiya 148 Spitfire. Okay, so keep modeling, always with a smile, guys. Cheers.